What if I told myself that gravity doesn't actually exist? Not the way I usually imagine it. Not as an invisible hand pulling planets through space. Not as a cosmic rope connecting stars and galaxies. I imagine standing at the edge of a vast black abyss, a black hole, silent, motionless, waiting. I release a beam of light, and then something impossible happens. The light bends, not because anything grabs it, not because anything pulls it, but because reality itself is no longer shaped the way I expect. And that raises a disturbing question. If even light can fall, what exactly is gravity? And what if gravity isn't a force at all? What if falling is simply what reality looks like when space and time lose their shape? Cinematic thought experiment. I imagine drifting alone in deep space. No planets, no stars, no galaxies, nothing. Only darkness stretching forever. In this emptiness, I begin moving in a straight line, effortlessly, perfectly. Nothing changes. Nothing pushes me. Nothing pulls me. Then a planet appears ahead, a massive world floating silently in the darkness. As I move closer, something strange happens. My path begins to curve, slowly, almost imperceptibly, then more dramatically. It feels as if something is pulling me, but I pause. Because what if that feeling is an illusion? What if nothing is actually reaching out to grab me? What if the planet isn't pulling me at all? What if the path itself has changed? I imagine reality as a giant cosmic fabric, not a fabric I can touch, but a four-dimensional structure made of space and time. Every star, every planet, every atom exists inside it. Now I place a massive planet into that structure. Something remarkable happens. The structure bends, not just space, time as well. The geometry of reality changes, and suddenly, straight lines no longer look straight. The shortest possible path through the universe begins to curve. I continue moving naturally. I don't feel a force. I don't feel a tug. I simply follow the shape of reality itself. And from my perspective, it looks exactly like gravity. This is one of the most profound discoveries in physics. Gravity behaves differently from every other force. Electricity pushes and pulls. Magnetism attracts and repels. But gravity can be understood in a completely different way. The modern picture can be summarized by a simple idea. Mass and energy tell space-time how to curve. Curved space-time tells matter how to move. I imagine standing inside an elevator, floating far from any star. I feel weightless. Now I imagine that elevator accelerating upward. Suddenly my feet press against the floor. The sensation feels identical. Acceleration and gravity become difficult to distinguish. That realization changes everything because it suggests that what I call gravity might not be a traditional force at all. It may simply be the experience of moving through curved space-time. Now, I zoom outward, far beyond planets, beyond solar systems, beyond galaxies. I watch entire clusters of galaxies bending light across billions of light years. Invisible structures reveal themselves through distorted starlight. Even light follows the curve, not because gravity pulls on light like a hand pulling a string, but because light travels through the geometry of space-time itself. The universe becomes something astonishing, not a collection of objects moving through an empty stage, but a living geometry. a dynamic cosmic landscape, mountains and valleys formed not from rock, but from space and time. Every orbit, every falling apple, every collapsing star, every black hole, all emerge from the same hidden architecture. And the deeper I look, the stranger it becomes. Near a black hole, space-time curves so intensely that every possible path points inward. Even light finds no route back out, not because a force becomes infinitely strong, but because a reality itself becomes trapped inside its own geometry. I return to the beginning, to the simple feeling of standing on the surface of Earth. For most of my life, it feels obvious. The ground holds me down. Gravity pulls me. Case closed. But now I see something far stranger. I am not being pulled toward Earth in the ordinary sense. I am moving through a universe whose geometry has been shaped by Earth's mass. The sensation I call gravity may actually be the experience of following the natural curves of reality itself. And perhaps the most astonishing truth is this. The force I feel every moment of my life may not be a force at all. It may be the shape of the universe guiding everything that exists. Reality doesn't pull me downward. Reality bends beneath me.